What's good, my friends? So today's video on the Datsun 510, we're loads of Datsun 510 content. I know I've got a mustache. We've got loads of Datsun 510 content coming up because there's loads to do on it, loads of parts that have come in basically. So fear not, there will be other content coming up. I've got an update on the pickup truck, my Datsun 720 SR20 DET swap pickup truck, which is like a hot rod now, loads and loads of stuff. But that's some 510 content for the time being because I need to get it on the road. We've got loads of parts for it and there's just a fair amount to do basically. But what we've got, success, I think. We're gonna check it out today. I think I know what kind of rear axle's in it. Guys over at Techno Tuning have helped me out. Not helped me out, I bought all of this. This wasn't free. So when I say helped out, I paid for all of this. But what this is an RA28 Celica rear disc brake conversion, basically. And I think I've done the measurements. Okay, I think this is 100. I think this is right. I know it's a Toyota rear end. Didn't know which. We went backwards and forwards, and I think this is what it is. Now, this is one with a handbrake. Although, and I will say this, the guys over at Techno Tuning did a really good job by correcting this. They didn't send the cables. Cool. Not sure what happened in packing, but I said to them, hey, look guys, I look like I'm missing a cable here because, you know, we've got the nice brackets. I really like, I like that. That's cool. Anyway, and I'm like, okay, yeah, cool. Got the lines, excellent. And I'm looking in this, and I'm like, what's how does this work? I'm like, I can see this is a flappy. Obviously, there's obviously something in there, you know. Obviously, but what actually goes there? Anyway, they forgot somehow they forgot to send it. But they've sent it, and I said to them, look, I've paid a lot of tax and duties on this because I did. And I spoke to Kevin there, good dude. Genuinely said I will send it out today. Oh, tax and duties covered, and he did. It was shipped exactly the same day. I got an email saying shipment created. I think it's like DHL or someone picked it up, done, FedEx, whatever. But kudos to them. So look, I don't know if they get a bad rap, but if they do, I have not experienced it. They're really good. So what we're gonna do, you can see it there. She's sitting pretty, although we've got some weird colors going on today on the old GoPro. Very odd, but we're going to jack it up. I've got new lug nuts as well. We're going to jack it up and we're just going to mock it up. I'm not going to do a whole 100% install. Might do one side, might do them both. I don't know what I've got time for, but we're going to at least see today. But this video will have the whole install. Should have said that. Anyway, we've got Jasper being a dude. How you doing, buddy? We're gonna go out the back in a minute. Do you want to go out the back? Anyway, it's red hot, but he's being a little dude. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do today, guys. I'm gonna check this out. Hopefully this is right. RA28 Celica. I fucking hope it's right. Measurements look completely right, so that's what we're gonna do. Let's go jack the car up, mock it up, and figure out what the hell's going on here with this GoPro. Because this doesn't look right. This isn't right. Alright, well, she's up. Nice and safe. Got the jack stands up there. All looking good. We've got a certain happy little pooch here. How you doing? Yeah, it's nice and, well, I say nice, bloody hot today. So we'll get the wheels off. Ow. And yeah, we will try and start mocking up this kit. So I've already broken them, cracked them. So we'll do one side and just see whether this is actually going to be right or not. Love the wheels. You guys seem to really like them too. So you got good taste, because I definitely have good taste too. So if we both like them, then we're on to a winner. So what we need to do, get this off. We need to pull out, so we need to take this off, which gonna be annoying. And then we need to take out the whole axle again, because we need to get the backing plate off, and then start mocking it up. So let's get this out first. Also, I am aware, guys, that some of the footage got corrupted. So I think the battery got too hot and it died. But basically, I don't think you guys know why I ground down the thing. The sort of master cylinder on the brake, or the cylinder on the brake basically. But what happened was, I spun this and it would flick on. I didn't explain, but I'm guessing you guys sort of got that. But soz about that, obviously, because apparently the footage didn't come out 100% to the footage that we actually, well, to the footage that I thought I shot. So anyway, let's get this off and yeah, go from there then. Hopefully this is now the end. I don't need these anymore, which would be great, because I don't think drum discs are fine. They're actually really good. So people rag on drum discs, but they're actually they are good. The problem is I can't get the parts. Well, basically, it's about parts and trying to get it uniformed more than anything. So, God, this is fucking hard work already. I'll tell you what we could do. Might just be able to pull the whole. We'll just pull the whole thing out as it is, because oh no, we can't. I bolted it all in, didn't I? Oh, I knew. Never mind. Well, try and split it. This is going to be a pain. I can feel it already. Oh, I was moving a little bit. Anyway, I'll come back to you when this is done. You see my hammer, my slide hammer. This is one of the best tools I bought recently for this stupid bloody car. I say that, I love this car, but slide hammer, definitely a much needed tool if you have a solid axle. So this is what you do with it. Little slidey hammer. Would recommend, let's put it that way. Would recommend. Because you'll see how easy it really is. Slide it in. Oh no. I leave these things in. I say it's so easy. It would be if I'd fucking undone the bolts. But I didn't, did I? Because there are bolts in there like an absolute spaz. Right, let's do them and then I'll show you why, you know, the slide hammer is so good. All right, slide hammer, take two. Ah, oh, there you go. How good is that? Oh dear. Right, let's start taking a look at this, shall we? I'm gonna go grab the Techno toy tuning stuff. So this obviously all comes out. Gently does it. And bloody gasket. And this is the thing we're hopefully gonna bin off now. This was the clearance thing that I did. Quite a lot actually had to be done. So let's go grab the Techno toy tuning stuff and mock it up and see if it's gonna work. So what you do, as per the instructions, is pop it there. Which, you know what? That's looking like it's gonna work. I'm not gonna lie, I don't want to get too optimistic because this car's let me down with its weird and wonderful things. You know, we've got a RA28 Celica at the rear end, but hey, look, this is what you do, right? You gotta mock it there. We'll put some half moon shims in the middle and then start taking a look. So I'm going to review some of the instructions and you're going to watch well, I don't know, installation time lapse, whatever. Let's I'll be back when I take a look at some of the instructions again. All right, so I've got the instructions out right now as we're doing this. You've got to loosely chuck the caliper bracket on like we have, and then we've got to put these half moon shims, which are here included. We're going to put them in front of the bearing between the caliper bracket and the flange. So they don't lock up actually. So they lock up. What's going on with this? They literally just in the picture there. Huh. Alright. Do they just go in there then? Alright, okay. Alright, whatever, they go in. They're different pictures now, Techno. That looks... Oh, whatever. Whatever. So, we've got to do... We've got new hardware as well, which is... What is this? Bracket to flange. So, I guess that's what that is. Yeah. I can use bloody nylon threads. Alright, okay. So, these are, okay, whatever. So we will, that goes in there. This is very unusual. I guess there's a lot more clearance there now. So, I mean, this is the flange. But at least we figured it out, so that goes there. That goes there. I'm going to go on a limb and suggest that this is as close as we can get, but it's also not 100% because these, we've got this here. So this might be a little bit more of a pain because these are literally just Allen heads. Oh no, they are round. What? Oh, okay. But they just spin freely here. All right, never mind. They did try then. Mine's a little bit different. We're gonna make this work. And then, so there's the half moon shims. Now what we need to do is slide it in. Once the shims are connected all round, bolt the flange and bracket together. My dog is barking like a spaz. Shush, buddy. Okay, so we will. All right. Well, we're going to try and put this back in then. So you guys are learning with me if this is going to work. Oh God. Let's try. All right. I'm trusting you, Techno toy. All right, get in there. These might be too long, you know. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. Might reuse the old ones. Oh, what is going on here? That side's in. This side, okay. This side is not. Why is this side not going in? Is it just a little loosey McGoosey? I think it is. How bizarre. Are these a little bit... What is going on here? Wow, it looks a bit twisted to me, which is odd. It should not be twisted. I'm going to come back in a minute. Right, so we're back. All I think that was happening, I think it's absolutely fine. I think it was just slightly off kilter because I need to basically sort of prop it up with my leg and clamp it down. So that's what we're going to do now, or at least attempt to anyway, and then hope for the best. So this is a 15mm and I don't know, an 8mm Allen head. So we'll start just going around basically. So Allen head in the rear. Sounds a bit wrong. You know what I mean? And then we will start. Ugh. Oh no, it's 16. Wow. Okay then. Let me go get 16. I shall return. Okay. Oh, I've got a 17 just in case it was that as well. So we shall see. hopefully, we've got it all. Have I lost my bloody... Where's my Allen head now? Oh, I lost that. That's what happens when you stand up. Apparently just lose stuff instantly. How do I lose it from going from one place to another? How? You are actually joking. Have I actually just left that somewhere? Oh, it's there. Goodness me. It's stuck in it. Right, anyway. So prop it up with a leg. Oh wow, it's not actually a 16. Was I right? Is it a 17? Because I brought that just in case. Yeah, okay, it's a 17. Goodness sake. So, let's get this done then, shall we? It looks like it's lining up more now. I will say that it does. And this is in, like it's working in terms of the other side of the axle. So I won't do this one side too much because I need to get it to sit, need the bearing to sit perfectly, which see, some of these still look a bit off. I don't know. Like this doesn't even feel like it's going to go in now. Some of these bolts don't line up. Is that wrong? Is this right on all of them or not? Some of these where they've ground them down a bit too far by the looks of it. I don't know, I like Techno tool tuning. Some of the instructions are less to be desired though. I will fucking say that much. So, these bloody half moon shims that they wanted me to mess with. I don't get it. Some of this stuff, I don't understand why some of these don't look 100% in terms of how they're lining up. Like this one on the other side, just it doesn't look like it's got it properly, but all the others seem to be lined up. Like that doesn't make any sense, does it? You tell me that. Makes sense. That makes sense to me. So, what does it say to do now? Let's have a look, shall we? And how tightly do you get it? Oh, they want it as sunken in as possible. So once shims are connected all round, bolt flange and bracket together, clamping whole assembly together. The whole assembly has to be clamped together. I don't know if mine's going to do that, you know, because one of these bolts doesn't look right. It does not look right, and this won't go in it. So I'm a bit confused. I'm really what is going on with this bolt? This literally won't go in it. Okay, I'll go in it. The most awkward way possible. God damn. Anyway, I will come back to you. I'll show you what I'm working with first before I bugger off. So you can see here, if I can actually show you the screen, if I can see the screen, see this here, all off kilter, but then the others are lined up. Bit of an odd one, really. Maybe the bolt's just not right, because I can't as well. Doesn't like seem to want to go in anywhere either. Anyway, I'll come back to you in a minute. So the saga of these wheel hubs continues. Just as well, I did not recommend the engineering firm that re-drilled them, because they're not true. Oh dear. So you'd think it would all go on a machine, which it did, and it would be 100% true. Now you'll see some of my grind marks, because when I put the old drum back on, I was like, oh, maybe it's a bit warped or something. It's old, Who knows? Now I've just gone to put the new ones on. Doesn't go on. Now, look at the distance there. Quite big, you know. Not bad, not bad. Yeah, about the same. It's a bit off there. Oh, it's very off there. What the fuck's happened from there to there? So it's not true. The centre's not been marked properly. Not been measured properly. Now I don't know if I can replace these, which means I don't know if they're going to be able to, well, I don't know if there's enough meat here. I don't know where you'd be able to do it. There to there, there to there, maybe. Now I've called them, and I'm not going to slate them too much, because they seemed, well, one, they seemed a bit surprised, and I was like, so am I. Obviously, I thought you guys were engineers, and and what's happened is it looks like, well, I don't know, who the fuck knows, but basically they're gonna try and correct it. I think you'd end up going, I don't know where you'd go. There, and maybe there and there, maybe, but it ain't good. It's fucking buckled. So we're gonna have to stop this for now, basically, and the saga will continue. I've got to take all this apart and drop it down the engineering firm tomorrow, and they said they'll try and do it tomorrow. Good, because I said, look, can you do it quicker than you did before, because you fucked it up. Don't ask, you don't get, and they seem pretty keen to do that, obviously. Now what I will tell you what I've done, because it wasn't sitting, the surfaces weren't mating right in there. I've just removed the half moon shims, because looking at it, what, you know, the distance on there is tiny, and it's probably about what is the caliper anyway. So I'm hoping that will start to mate it up correctly, and then it all aligns as well. So I've got to take all this apart now anyway, which is really annoying. Take the hubs out and then take them down the engineering firm tomorrow. So this is not going to be a full install. I'm probably going to wrap it up here, maybe, or you'll see me when I grab them again, and then we'll, hopefully they'll be true this time, because that's, I mean, that's way on the piss. You know, look at that versus that. How the fuck did you, how did you miss that? What are you doing? Anyway, whatever. So yeah, now I'll tell you what, actually, the video will continue. You'll see it, because it's going to be a long one. And we'll head down to the engineering place, drop these off, and hopefully get them tomorrow, and then put them back in. Because this is looking good outside of that, you know. This is actually looking pretty decent, like actually good. Although weirdly, this spins the other side, but doesn't spin the drive shaft. But then the drive shaft spins when I spin that one. Is that me being dumb? Is that what it's supposed to do? Don't know. Bit of an odd one to me. I thought this was spinning before. I thought the drive shaft was spinning before. Prop shaft, whatever you want to call it. So, a bit confused with that, but never mind. Next video, next clip, will be me picking up these fucking hubs again. These axles. So no, whatever. Annoying. Right, so we have the brand new re-drilled hubs. There was enough material, so they literally just a second come back from the engineering place, meaning we're going to now try and finish this up, basically. So I've got to put the wheel studs through it and in it again, and what I will probably do, just to make sure and double check, is actually run this through it at the same time. So we're going to get set up on the workbench and get these all in here. So what we're going to do, we're going to put the centering ring through the rotor, pop it there, pop it on here, and then essentially put the wheel studs through the whole thing, which should mean it'll all align perfectly, is the aim anyway, hopefully, with a bit of luck. I might have to do this standing up actually, to be honest. It's a bit annoying. I have to do it like this. which means you can't really see it. Unless we do it down here, which we can do. Oh, what an absolute nightmare just to get some bloody wheel studs, eh? Nightmare. Oh, actually, that's lined up all right. So this will mean that we've got the actual PCD that we want, that we need, with any luck. Goodness me, I need to find my bearing tool for the studs as well, actually. Don't know where that went. Is it here or not? I think it was. Maybe it was. I don't know. But this will go through here. I could probably just do it like that, to be honest. We will. Yeah, I'll jam them all through, all of them, and do it like that. Is that actually? Yeah. Like it's got more grip on it. Anyway, what we'll do, I'll grab you when we're done with all of this. So they're all through, ready to go. And we're back, putting them almost on the car again. So I will be back un momento, ladies and gents. Right, well, that was a nightmare, but managed to get them all through. And the rotor lines up, so they're all good. I've just chucked them into the solid axle now. So just gathering up all the bits and pieces that I'm gonna need. I'm gonna start basically clamping it down, putting the rotor on, putting the caliper on, and then sort of bolting it up so it looks, you know, as it should. I need to make sure that the rotor spins freely within the caliper. And then, can't plumb the lines in yet because I need to actually build new lines, which is really annoying, but still needs to be done. But this is looking good. This will soon be back on the ground, basically. So just gathering up what tools I need, which I don't think I need too much. But that was a ball ache. I had to do a lot of it by hand to make sure that the wheel stud wasn't veering off course, because for some weird reason, just wasn't sitting dead center, which is really annoying, obviously. But that should be good now. A little Gasper there. Hello, buddy. So, we'll do this side first, but this side and the other side is exactly the same. So, they're both connected, they're both spinning, and if you can even see. But what we'll do is we'll clamp this down, put the rotor on, put the caliper on, and then get that good. But you can see here, this is the line, this is the brake line, and the junction box that it's got between the two, it's just not further enough, well, it's not far enough for these small piddly little lines that I've got. So these are the steel lines that I've got. I mean, they're not going to cut it, are they? Let's be honest. I mean, that'll be fine, but it'd be good to have these. Oh, I guess I could plumb it. Maybe, but it would be good to have them. I could plumb it for now, if they're the same fixtures, which they might be. But anyway, let's do this for now. At least get it locked in. And then I can put some more diff oil in my, apparently, well, it's not an AE86, it's a TA RA2328, something like that. Who knows? Your guess is as good as mine at this point. But anyway, time lapse. Right, so probably gonna have to call it a day here, I think, because it just won't spin. Basically, the problem was there's half moon shims that were supposed to go in here as per the instructions. Now, I didn't put them in the first time. It sort of spins freely. It's all good, but the problem is that if you don't put the half moon shims in, the rotor sits right up against here. Now, That's obviously an issue because it's just going to scrape against the bracket. It also means that the caliper's not going to sit flush. So, Half Moon Shims spaces it out, but you can't. This is now wobbly, and you have to get it so tight that you literally cannot turn it. It just will not spin. So I need to buy some washers, and I think spacing this out, so in here, remove the Half Moon Shims because it spins freely when you remove them, and then space it out in between here will probably do it. But I need to figure out how many I need and how to go about it now. So this is a bit of a nightmare. So we're probably going to call it a day here on this video because I need to go order some more. I just need to order washers basically. Once I get them in, then I can space this out. This bracket will stay tight because it will be flush against it, but the Half Moon Shims won't be blocking the bearing from spinning. Like, I mean, I'm not a weak guy, and I mean, I could barely spin it. Literally, that's literally just enough strength to spin it once. So we're going to call it a day here. Really actually frustrated. That's not cool. And go buy some washers on Amazon and pick this up another day. So to be continued. Hit subscribe, like, all that good stuff. Take care. I've been defeated. Bye bye.